Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing the part-time YouTuber tag. This was a tag created by Monica AP, who is another beauty creator here on this platform. I'll put her channel on the screen right now, and I'll also be putting her original tag video and her channel link down below if you're interested in checking her out. I saw this tag on Lisa Lobotomy's channel, who is another YouTube creator that I really enjoy watching. I'll put her channel on the screen so you can see. But I immediately found myself very interested in this tag because there are 8 questions in here, and there is plenty of room for just really being a little bit personal with behind the scenes YouTube stuff. And I always like to talk about that on my channel a lot because I think it's really interesting, and I always enjoy seeing like the behind the scenes aspect of YouTube from other creators' viewpoints. So I don't know, it's just really fascinating to me. So I'm just gonna get right into it with the first question. What is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. I am a college student. Right now I'm in community college and I'm finishing up this semester, and then I'll also have classes next semester. At the moment I am trying to save up enough money so I can pay for university. University is in the States is quite expensive, so I do see myself trying to save up as much money as possible so I can attend school, and I'm doing that right now by working part-time for the local school district. I basically help manage the after-school care program here in my local town for elementary age students. So right now that's between 5 and 11-year-old students. So I basically do the after-school care program, and it's a part-time job, and I really enjoy it. It's difficult, but I think it's very fulfilling, and I think hopefully next semester I'll be able to get a second part-time job so I can save even more money. And another thing, I really see this channel as a potential opportunity for me to have a good side hustle. Right now I'm not making any money from this channel because it's not monetized just yet, but I do hope to someday be able to have this channel monetized and be able to use this channel as a side hustle to get some extra money so I can basically save some more money for school. So that is pretty much where I am right now. But the next question, let me pull this up again. What made you want to start YouTube? I started YouTube ages ago. I think it was in 2012. That's when I like had my YouTube channel first thing. And I've been doing videos for a very long time. But what made me start my YouTube channel like initially was wanting to basically copy all the cool beauty gurus out there. And unfortunately, I think that in that way I was kind of shooting myself in the foot, because since I started my channel with the objective of copying other people and like just copying their aesthetic and copying their mannerisms and copying their way of speaking, I think that I just, for a very long time, tried to cover my own uniqueness and my own sense of self and what made me special. And I mean, I look back at my old videos that are now mostly private, but I look back at them and I think, wow, that was a person that didn't necessarily feel like they had enough to give, so they're trying to be somebody else. So I'm very happy that right now my channel is a better reflection of myself rather than other people. What is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? My channel has changed so much when it comes to subject matter, but right now what I've really made my channel about is just makeup. And specifically I like talking about consumerism. I like talking about the makeup industry. I love talking about what's going on, current makeup releases, how they're reflected in trends and vice versa, all of that. I love talking about artistry. I love talking about creativity. I also love delving into a bit of background and talking about like how certain trends or how certain like aspects of makeup came to be. So with that angle, I'm able to just talk about a wide variety of topics that I think I find really fascinating, and I hope really fascinate others as well. And of course, in addition to that, I also do like makeup reviews. I talk about colorful makeup all the time. So my channel is kind of a melting pot and I'm really proud of it. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this that many times, but I have made an effort recently to stop doing colorful makeup tutorials on my YouTube channel, and instead I am doing those colorful makeup tutorials on my Instagram. I basically have been doing IGTV a lot, and I basically post all the makeup tutorials on there, so it allows me to really just expand my channel and really just like buckle down on what I want to talk about on this YouTube channel. So that being said, let's move on to the next question. Did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or did/do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I don't know if I ever saw like YouTube as being like a little side thing until I actually started doing it, if that made any sense. But talking about the second part of the question, would I ever see myself doing YouTube full-time? It's kind of a yes and no. I don't really know what I want to be career-wise, or like who I want to be, or like what I want to work as. I'm not really sure. So it would be nice to be able to do YouTube full time. I don't know if it will ever happen, but at the same time, I think it's a little bit unwise to depend on YouTube as your sole source of income, because YouTube, for all we know, could disappear tomorrow, and so many people will be out of a job. And I think that for that reason, I want to be able to diversify my income streams, and I want to be able to make as much money as possible from a multitude of different avenues that I can like nurture and that I can expand on. So I would love to be a full-time YouTuber, but even if I was a full-time YouTuber, I still would make sure that I was getting income from another revenue source, if that makes any sense. The next question is, what is your schedule like? When do you film and when do you edit? It's actually changed a lot recently. You might have noticed that I've started to film at night with artificial lighting, which honestly, I have like, okay, I think that like it kind of looks a little bit different, and I'm not sure if this is like good lighting or not. There's a lot of shadows going on in the frame right now, but I have decided to try and film more with artificial light, so I can film more in the evening time and more at night, because that actually allows me to spend more time editing. So I'm basically able to do everything that I need to do during the day, get all my videos planned out, and then in the evening I can film. Theoretically, I have made an effort in the past to dedicate my weekends to doing YouTube, but that has become a little bit more difficult because obviously I have a social life, but then I have other obligations such as school. I have other things to do. I have other things I'm working on, other projects. So that means that my weekends are not necessarily always free to do YouTube. So as a result, I've managed to like squeeze in like certain videos to film like at different points in the week. Sometimes I'm home for like an hour and a half in the middle of the day, and then I can like pump out like a video or two. Other times I don't necessarily have time, like today, and I'm filming at like 11:30 at night. So it's kind of like it changes, but like on the whole, I do try and get as much video filming as possible done on the weekends, but that has been like a little bit of an issue, so I'm working on it. When it comes to editing, I just do it whenever and wherever I can. I always have my computer with me along with memory cards and all of that sort of stuff, so I can edit on the go wherever I can. I edit at school, I edit sometimes before work if I'm in the parking lot, and I like to edit after work sometimes, or just like in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, then I edit. Or sometimes I just like allocate certain periods of time that I have available to edit. So recently I have been making an effort to edit my videos a little bit better, and I have been putting different things and different effects into my videos, and as a result my videos take even longer to edit. But you know, like for me, it's all about trying to find like the little pockets of time during the day at which I can edit. So yeah, it's like definitely very haphazard, but to-do lists are amazing. Folders and organizing things on my drives, that's also amazing because that helps me out a lot. But yeah, organization when you're like editing on the go is key, especially when it comes to your footage. I have found, like for me personally, that exporting my footage as soon as I film it and putting it in like a folder that has like the name of the video written on it helps me out so much when it comes to finding videos. It's amazing. How do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead or just film what you feel like. I try and keep my YouTube channel as organized as possible. It's a work in progress, to be honest. I have tried to be able to like just structure out like what I'm gonna publish on any given week. But in reality, right now, that's not really working for me like that well, because sometimes I have like one video ready and then I don't necessarily want to publish that video at that particular point in time, and I have to quickly edit another video. It's just like a mess sometimes, but I definitely do try to make sure that my filming and editing, that those two things are as organized as possible. I always make sure that, like I said before, I have like folders on my drives where I have like different videos so I can like access them as quickly as possible. I do the same thing with my audio files. I just name them and I just like label them with like the date of when I recorded them so I can match them to the video that they're for. And then in addition to that, I plan videos. Like I plan videos a ton because I have noticed a very strong correlation between the success of a video and how much time I spent planning that video. Very few people on this platform can get away with successfully doing like ranty type, unplanned, very off the cuff videos on a regular basis. Success in that way does not happen to a lot of people, and that certainly does not happen to me. It takes a lot less time to actually film a video, and I'm able to edit a video a lot easily, and I'm also able to reap a lot of benefit from a video if I've spent a lot of time planning it out before, or even just like a little bit of time, so long as I have like bullet points, so long as I have talking points, and so long as I've thought about what I'm going to say and thought about how this video can be the best video possible, then it's a good video, in my personal opinion, for my channel. I try to like jot down notes on my phone. I try to write down video plans and ideas. I also try to jot down notes on my computer whenever I can, because I always have my computer open in front of me whenever I'm filming, because I'm actually able to connect my computer to my camera. So my computer is essentially my viewfinder, and at the same time I also have like a whole bunch of video notes on my computer as well that I can pull up and use. So yeah, planning is a huge thing for me. I have just been trying to devote a lot of time and effort to plan my videos, so I'm able to give you the best amount of information as possible in every video. And then what was the rest of the question? Another great byproduct of making sure that you're planning your videos ahead of time is that when you actually sit down to film your videos, you end up being a lot more relaxed, you end up being more confident. I know that I personally, if I haven't planned a video out enough, if I don't have those bullet points, I start getting frustrated. I start having to basically cut out big chunks of my footage because I have to do jump cuts. I end up just coming across as very like just nervous. And I don't know if it's obvious on camera, but it's definitely obvious when I'm editing, and it's especially obvious when I have to plan, like when I have to basically spend more time editing because I didn't know what I was talking about, or I didn't know how I was going to structure my video when I was filming it. How do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Have you / would you ever do one on your channel? I think sponsored videos are really the backbone of so many channels, and I think that if you are able to do them right, and if you're able to do them in a way that is authentic to yourself and to your audience, there's nothing wrong with sponsored videos. There are many creators that I watch that do sponsored videos, and for the most part, I'm totally fine with it. I am not fine with it if it is a video that really looks like it's sponsored but they haven't disclosed it. And I'm also not fine with it if I see like a creator do a sponsored video a lot, because like say if a creator is uploading like once every week or like twice a week and every single video that they do is a sponsored video, I don't like that. I don't think that's authentic. But I think that say if up to 50% of your videos are sponsored, there's really nothing wrong with that, so long as you're disclosing it and so long as you're able to still maintain a certain amount of creativity in your videos and provide value to your audience. Would I ever do one on my channel? Definitely. However, I can say this, I see myself as being incredibly picky as to what kind of sponsorships I would be taking, the nature of them, what I would be saying in said sponsorships. I've gotten a few offers, but I haven't taken any of them so far because I just don't think that they're natural. I think that a company was offering to pay me if I talked about like a certain product for the entire duration of a video, if I did a dedicated video for that specific product. And I said no, because I don't do like just review videos like that on my channel. The closest to a review video that I do is when I do a whole bunch of mini reviews in one video. So I knew that if I did like a dedicated video to one specific topic, A, it wouldn't match my content, and B, I wouldn't be happy with that video, and neither would my audience. So I'm very particular with my channel and the way I see it being done. So when I do start taking sponsorships, if I find the best situation for myself and for my viewers, I'll be trying to do it in a way that is as authentic as possible, because that is of the utmost importance to me. What do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? The first most obvious answer would most certainly be money. It's very difficult, I think, to measure out how much money you can spend on your YouTube channel, especially if it's not making you any money. Every single aspect of my YouTube channel right now that I have to pay for means that I am essentially losing money in that moment, and I don't know if and when I'll be able to gain it back. And so it's kind of an investment, but not really, because I don't know when my investment will be able to have a return, if that makes any sense. So yeah, money is a big thing, because you have to pay for your lighting, you have to pay for your memory cards, you have to pay for your camera. I am very lucky in the sense that I was able to get this camera because I was using this camera for both my photography clients and YouTube. So in that sense, I was able to have like that duality of purpose for my camera and for my lenses, which is amazing. But then again, you also have to pay for like the products that you're talking about. You have to pay for the makeup, you have to pay just for all those different things. You have to pay for whatever you're talking about, basically. And also, here's the thing, here's the other challenge. You have to devote a lot of time to it. And in this day and age where everybody is hustling, or most people are hustling, everybody's trying to make a living, everybody's trying to advance themselves, everybody's trying to have a life, it's difficult to devote the time needed to your YouTube channel, especially if you are somebody that wants to make it successful, because as a result you end up having a very small amount of free time, if at all. And I mean, I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that I think of my YouTube channel every single day. Even if I'm not doing anything YouTube related that day, which is a rarity in and of itself, I still think about my next video idea. I still think about how I'm going to plan a video. I still think about, I still check analytics. I check analytics several times a day, every single day, because I'm like, okay, how are you guys liking this video? Why did this video not do so well? Or what can I do to make this video better? Or how can I just make my channel look better? How can I provide for the people that are watching my channel? How can I make this channel more valuable to the people who are watching it? So that was the last question of this tag, and that pretty much completes this entire video. Thank you again so much, Monica, for creating this tag. I had loads of fun doing it, and I would highly suggest any one of you who have a YouTube channel of your own to do this tag yourselves, because like it's such a wonderful and I think fascinating idea to be able to talk about the behind the scenes of YouTube, especially when it comes to smaller creators. And I mean, I'm really curious to hear a lot of your responses. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.